Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Let's take a look at the numbers for Julius Randle.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
A look at the Magic starting group. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Banchero is out there with Goga Batadze. And it's Black in at the point. And for Minnesota, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Out to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at the 5. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you can ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
McDaniels outside. Back to Randall. Edwards looking it over. Over Bane. Edwards can't hit. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. A nice shot by Black.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Left side, Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 6.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Here's Banchero for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Just 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away, it's hauled in by the Magic.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Black, kicks it out to Wagner. Off target from outside. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And this is the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
You know, both teams are competitive, but not necessarily playing yet at a championship level. And part of what makes this battle so intriguing is how close they are.
Pass to Wagner, to the paint, with the shot. And Bane, the bucket on the assist from Wagner.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
The shot by McDaniels, no good.
Solid defense there. You are just trying to make an interior shot a difficult shot, and that's what happened.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
A three for DiVincenzo. The rebound by Batadze. Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Edwards against Bane. Edwards kicks to Randall. Back to Edwards. To the middle. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Gobert's comfort zone, right? High percentage shots. Easy money for Rudy.
The timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Orlando. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that.
When I look at Orlando, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Pass to Gobert. Randall outside. Gobert with a screen on Banchero. Three-pointer, Randall. Offensive rebound, and Gobert kicks to McDaniels. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Tries the spin move. Black. His three-pointers off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. And here's Randall. McDaniels sets a screen for Randall. Driving inside. Endorsed for the Timberwolves 2 consecutive trips to the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, this is by far the franchise's most successful era to date. But of course, they are not satisfied. Anthony Edwards desires a championship because he wants to be considered amongst the all-time greats.
The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
The Timberwolves leading. Here's Edwards. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, Bane misses the 3. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Bane against Edwards. There's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
That vertical threat that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
The Magic trail by 5. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. And so the timeout. By Jamal Mosley here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Franz Wagner. Here's a look at which players have been the most adept at finding and hitting high percentage shots since the All-Star break. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
His touch around the bucket has been outstanding. I mean, he has missed very few of the good looks he's got.
Carter against Randall. Another miss by Orlando.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. It's on Jalen Suggs. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Dosunmu in for McDaniels. DB, no one has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the great Dikembe Mutombo and the great Ben Wallace. Does he have another one in his sights?
Out left to the wing. Here's Reed. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Suggs finds Carter. Here's Bitadze. Now Banchero. Defended by Dosunmu. 6 to shoot. Back to Bitadze. And Bitadze throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Edwards, and he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got 13 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Back to Suggs. Rebound, Minnesota.
Just tremendous defensive determination right there. Refuses to allow the easy 2.
Here's Bain. Reed with the rebound.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Bitadze against Edwards. Randall dishes to Edwards. For 3. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The Magic trail by 9. Pass to Banchero. Carter down low. Edwards defending. Another miss by Orlando. And Reed has got the ball here for Minnesota. Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Reed. Outside Edwards. Latrey. No good that time.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Suggs against DiVincenzo. And that one is good from Suggs.
The defense is so focused on taking away a Jalen Suggs drive and finish at the cup. This is what it opens up right here. Make those jumpers when conceded, Jalen.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Kevin, back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. And it's Richardson in for Bain. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Oh!
My goodness. Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Outside, Suggs fires from deep. The shot comes out. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's is Randall. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Sinks the three-pointer.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Now, here's Suggs. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. And then Carter with the jam.
They can see in the movement there the athleticism Wendell Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
Reed with a screen on Richardson. And Edwards slams it in.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Minnesota on top, up by 12. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court for Orlando, Carter out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the small forward. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Back to Suggs. Wagner passes to Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
Boy, Franz Wagner, he is 6'10", folks, but really gifted offensively. Can do a little bit of everything. Nice pass there.
Here's Suggs. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Suggs against Highland. Knocks it loose. It's Suggs with the drive.
This is a demonstration of how dangerous Jalen Suggs can be when he decides to take it. To the rack with strength.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Anderson comes in for Bones Highland. And a switcher also for Orlando. Anthony Black's checked in for Richardson. Dosunmu, the pass to Anderson. Pass to Reed, a 3-ball. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Shot clock at 3. Good on the bucket. Carter's got his second basket.
And how about that mid-range, Jay, there? Carter Jr. showing another element of his game.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. G.A., how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
A baseline J. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got his 4th rebound in this one.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Dosunmu, the pass to McDaniels. To stop the drought, and the layup is good.
Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
The Magic trail by 8. Suggs with the ball. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing.
How about the agility of Jalen Suggs to navigate the painted area and finish? Pretty nice stuff right there.
Pass to DiVincenzo. From outside, off the mark. The Magic have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Here's Suggs. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 6. McDaniels on the wing. He's defended by Wagner. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Magic shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Here's Suggs. Hands it from downtown. Suggs has got 9 points in the quarter. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Back to Dosunmu. McDaniels outside. Anderson with the screen for McDaniels. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Franz Wagner. And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
To the left wing. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Raptors. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. It's intercepted. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane. Bane's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
I love how assertive Bane is in transition. Outstanding at running to the right spot in those situations.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert comes in for McDaniels. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And is Witcher also for Orlando. Wagner's checked in. Pass to Reed. Now Edwards. The 3. Tries again. It's laid up and in by Anderson. Anderson's got his first 2 points.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Mo Wagner has a combination of size and skill that's special, and he knows how to adjust to contact.
Banchero's checked in for Orlando. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Dosunmu. T right on him. Edwards can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And there's Wagner on the assist by Bane. Wagner's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Gobert with the screen on Bane. Bane with the steal. And Wagner has it in the corner. No good on the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
Out to the wing. Back to Dosunmu. Gobert with a screen on Wagner. Dosunmu, the pass to Gobert. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the end one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Wagner.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Edwards. For Suggs. Rebound by the Magic. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Some changes for Minnesota. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Bones Island subbed in for Dosunmu. 8 feet away, Gobert with the block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
McDaniels outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Randle. Plays it up and banks it in. Randle's got 5 points so far.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Here's Carter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Oh, here's Edwards. Black defending. Launches it. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Carter with a screen on Edwards. Here's Black. Shot clock at 6. Here's Suggs. Randle with the block.
How about Randle with the send-it back block? Nicely done, Julius.
Pass to Highland. There's McDaniels. And it's off from three-point range. Black with it. Picked up by Edwards. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze comes in for Carter. And Wagner subbed in for Suggs. Down low. That's good from Banchero on the assist by Bain. Banchero's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic. Bain against Edwards. Pass to Highland. McDaniels outside. Now Randle. Going inside. Here's Gobert. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Gobert's got 8 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Banchero outside. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randle.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Mr. Gobert. Oh, here's Edwards. Guarded by Bain. And here's Randle. Over Banchero. Randle no good. Orlando leading by 7. Here's Black. Banchero outside. There's a minute left here in the second. Yep, that one goes. 16 points for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside Edwards. Here goes Edwards. takes it off the glass. Edwards got 25 points in the game.
This guy, one of the best athletes in the league. Anthony Edwards knows how to use that to his advantage, folks.
Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Outside, Bain. Inside, Itaze. And Batazzi throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Here's Bain, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Bain's got 9.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break.
Get ready for the big half-court shot. Come on. He's taking him off the side. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome to halftime.
The Heat without key firepower. They're without Andrew Wiggins for a time being. He's really found his groove over the last couple.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Timberwolves.
To me,
thanks for spending halftime with.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Top of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard. Filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Reed in at the center position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Now Black. Outside, Bain. Puts up a deep 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Black kicks to Wagner. Banchero looking around. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Back to Randall. Outside, Reed shoots over Batazzi. Can't nail the jumper. Magic leading by 7. And here is Bain. He's got 9. Batazzi, a screen on DiVincenzo. Black kicks to Bain. The 3 nailed from three-point land. Bain's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bain, so dangerous from out there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Black defending. Here's Edwards. Edwards, he is a bruiser.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Black the pass to Banchero. Wagner on the wing. To the middle. Bitadze with the bucket. Bitadze's got 6 points.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Back to you, Kevin.
A young, exciting team. Allie, we thank you very much. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Deep 2 from Wagner. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
At the elbow, Randall. Pass to Edwards. Takes the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Black. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Bitadze. Screen on Edwards. To the inside. And Bitadze throws it down.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Randall passes to Reed. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bain kicks to Black. Wagner on the wing. No good on the 3.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable. Running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
The 3 from Banchero. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Edwards against Bain. Reed with a screen on Bain. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Here's Black, defended by DiVincenzo. And it's Banchero missing. Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards inside, guarded by Bain. Reed with it, working on Black. And Reed throws it down.
And Naz Reed not only gets off his feet, does it in a hurry and with some strength.
Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert checked in for Reed. And Bones Highland subbed in for Edwards. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Up top, Wagner. Back to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Suggs against Highland. Here's McDaniels. Oh, good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. Suggs with a screen for Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's a 10-point Orlando lead.
And playing with veteran poise against the shot clock. I like how Banchero handles the pressure.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Highland. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. Back to Dosunmu. Angle a screen on Bane. Dosunmu. And Bane pulls it down.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now, here's Suggs. 14 points for him. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Banchero. Three-pointer.
Well, it's about hustling and contesting shots, and Julius Randle doing work defensively.
McDaniels passes to Randle. McDaniels against Bane. Gobert with a screen on Suggs. Dosunmu with the pass to Gobert. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Gobert has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Minnesota. Pass to Bane. Back to Suggs. Now, here's Banchero.
And Banchero doesn't back down.
And here we go, coach's challenge. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on. And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Magic leading by 10. Wagner looking it over. From 13, and Beringer pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Well, in the second half of the season, we've seen some fantastic performances from this group. The highest scoring shooting guard since the All-Star break. Anthony Edwards on top. Second, Desmond Bane.
And this is the cream of the crop at the two-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
Suggs with the ball. He's got 14. Carter finds Banchero. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now Dosunmu. Hasn't made one yet. 1:58 left in the third. To the paint. Here's Beringer. And Reed has it in the corner. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
I like this throwback. throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
The Timberwolves gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively.
Wagner's checked in for Banchero. Back to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded closely. Reed misses.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Here's Richardson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Dosunmu. The Magic have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Minnesota making some changes. Shannon's checked in. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switcher also for Orlando. Anthony Black's checked in for subs. Dosunmu with it. Defended now by Wagner. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Dosunmu. Wagner outside. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Pass to Carter. Now Black. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Naz Reid. The Magic have gone 5 of 8 for the charity stripe here tonight. And Orlando making a change here. Suggs is checked in. Second free throw, no good. On the wing, Dosunmu. He's covered by Suggs. Outside Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Reed, and the lead is down inside single digits. Reed's got 13 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long...
The third quarter comes to a close. Magic lead by 9. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final... quarter right here on 2K Sports. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then there's Anthony Black. And it's Bane in at the 3, the small forward.
Now that's a great possession. You set Wagner up down low and let him go to work.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Suggs with the steal. By himself. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jared Allen and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that game against Miami, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Shannon. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Edwards drives in. Carter with the block.
When Carter Jr. works hard on the defensive end, these rejections become commonplace.
Minnesota making a switch. Go Bears check. Orlando leading by 13. To the inside. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, when you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Outside Edwards. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. He throw good, Edwards.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Black kicks to Suggs. Bain with the screen on Edwards. Back to Suggs. On the wing, Bain. And the three off target. Timberwolves trail by 12. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Reed the pass to Dosunmu. Gobert with a screen on Suggs. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Both free throws good from Dosunmu.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Outside, Bain traps in the tray.
When you look at his numbers, Desmond Bain is historically good from three-point.
Suggs against Edwards. Reed with a screen on Suggs. This one for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Magic leading by 13. Black the pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, the big man, Mo Wagner, getting to it. Nice finish.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. For 3, Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
He is just self-willing, this team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Bain passes to Black. There's the 3. And another 3 for Orlando.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Outside, Edwards takes a 3. Edwards with the floor spacer.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Bain finds Suggs. Carter left side. Pass to Black. From downtown. No good on that one. Timberwolves trail by 12. And here's Edwards. Outside, Reed. Gobert with a screen for Reed. Driving to the basket. And that one, good. Reed's got 10 points in just the second half.
Get out of the way. Naz Reed on the deck to the cup. Oh, my goodness.
Outside, Suggs. A three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside, Reed. Edwards against Suggs. Reed with a screen on Suggs. Here's Edwards. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Orlando leading by 10. Here's Black. Back to Suggs. Carter finds Suggs. It's Black in the corner. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, Jalen Suggs out here making plays, getting his guys involved.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Dosunmu. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Carter. Paolo Banchero comes in for Wagner. Wagner's checked in for Bain. And it's Richardson in for Black. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
All right, Allie, thanks. Now, here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels up top. He's defended by Wagner. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Kicked by Randall. It's up a 3. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is kept back down to 13 with the basket coming from DiVincenzo. Richardson with it. Outside, Suggs. Banchero dishes to Suggs. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Suggs with the steal. Suggs with a screen for Wagner. From past the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. McDaniels outside. Reed with a screen on Wagner. Clock at 6. McDaniels passes to Reed. Shoots over Batadze. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Well, Naz Reid doesn't operate often in the mid-range, but if you concede it, he'll take it.
Kicks it out to Richardson. That 3 off the mark.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Now, McDaniels. And the layup is good.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
Magic leading by 11. Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. The Magic again can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Over to the left wing. Left side, Reed. 4 on the shot clock. And Reed throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Suggs against DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got 48.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
Suggs, screen on Edwards. Here's Banchero. What a response. Hitting a 3 of their own.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Now McDaniels. Now Edwards for 3. And another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Magic. At one point, they led by 16. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes. Baines checked in for Richardson, and it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs. Now Banchero. Here's Black. The putback. He parachutes in for the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Timberwolves trail by 11. And here's Edwards, and it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Now here's DiVincenzo. Black defending. Here's Reed. Lets loose a three. Knocks down the three.
Well, this is the value of Naz Reid, a center who can shoot it with great consistency from range.
Ben Carroll gets it to go. Down low.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And Edwards drops them both. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Handle outside. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. And down goes the three.
Oh, Anthony Edwards loves these moments, and boy, does he deliver.
Tipped away. 54 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Randle.
That's about trusting your guy in the clutch. Julius Randle embracing a tough opportunity.
The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Here's Black, defended by DiVincenzo. Banchero inside. Randle on him.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're trailing by 5. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Count it.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Here's Payne. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Now Batadze. Stolen by Reed.
Great execution of the double team right there. Able to strip it and then get the possession.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
No doubt about it, he's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip-in to tie the game. Not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our